Today we're going to talk about hypothyroidism. If you're here, then you've probably just been diagnosed, or you've been diagnosed, but now you're just trying to see how other people have been dealing with it. So boom, I hit your search. So anyways, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism about 3 years ago. And at that time I was like 55 pounds overweight, and I was just an emotional mess, like all over the place. And I was just like, I just thought, I don't know, I just legitimately thought I was just a bitch. Like, okay, something's wrong with me, like, or maybe I'm depressed. Like, I went to a psychiatrist. Of course, they give you all these medicines because they don't really look into the background of why you're feeling that way, or they don't really, when you go to a psychiatrist, well, mine anyway, he didn't run no blood tests or anything. So, I went to my regular doctor, and they feel around the throat and realized, like, something didn't feel right. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. I went to my specialist, and they did the test where they stick the needles in, and come to find out I have Hashimoto's. Right now I'm on levothyroxine. Sometimes I took it consistently for a while, but I didn't see an improvement, anything. And my doctor sometimes seems clueless. So I kind of put it in my own hands, and was like, well, you know what? Let's see how it would go if I take the holistic approach to have hypothyroidism. So I basically went on a plant-based diet, and I did that for about a year and a half. But now I only eat fish and chicken, obviously a lot of vegetables. Um, and I make, instead of using beef, I make little substitutes to do that because I still have a family. Um, so I'll insert some pictures here and here of the meals that I make. As far as losing weight, because I switched my diet, I stopped eating beef, I stopped eating pork, especially when I went completely plant-based. I had lost a lot of weight, and I was feeling really good because not only did that improve my physical health, it improved my mental health. I started meditating and doing yoga. Okay, so I started meditating and doing yoga. And honestly, that helped clarify a lot of things. Just to be able to sit down and have some quiet time, and learn to block a lot of things that were happening out. That helped improve my mental stability a lot. I don't take any antidepressants. I don't take anything that was prescribed in the past, just because with having hypothyroidism in the first place, like, your body is just going through so much all the time. It's just a daily battle. So I just choose not to add all of that into my system when I'm trying my best to just clear everything out, the best way that I know how. I still find myself going through the depressive stages. Like, sometimes I wake up, I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to talk to anybody. And then, as you know, like, you're always tired all the time. Even, getting up to go to work or get the girls ready for school, it's a little bit of a battle. Some days I wake up and I feel great. I go into speed mode. I'm able to do everything that I have planned out for the day. But I just find myself sometimes frustrated because it's just like, even when you take the medicine, you still don't get the effects that you want to get. Like, you want that instant ball of energy, you want that instant gratification, but it's like a slow process. Like, it's just a slow process. So okay, so let's talk about hair loss. Right now I'm in a lock journey, so my hair is actually doing okay. I use castor oil, black castor oil. I use a few other oils and just make sure that my scalp stays, hydrated, because I did find myself having really dry scalp, really bad flakes. So I use an anti-dandruff shampoo and I keep my hair oiled. And then I've been doing a lot of research, and they have been talking about the research that I found has shown that your eyebrows, like you lose eyebrow hair and eyelash hair. And yes, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm missing a little, a few strands here and there, but nothing too crazy. I've been doing a lot of research about, the hands, and it affects your hands, and it affects your, how your feet look. I know right before I was diagnosed, I could see some changes like with my feet. I've always never really had to get a pedicure. Like my feet always it didn't have like the hard stuff around it, like the calluses and stuff. But a few years of having it or being diagnosed, I've had to literally soak my feet in apple cider vinegar, just to keep them smooth. Like I'm young, like not that young, but I'm young enough to where I shouldn't have to get a pedicure. Like, but I've been doing apple cider vinegar soaking on my feet probably once in a blue moon, but it's been helping. I haven't really had any problems with my hands, per se, like with dryness and that. It's just the usual, I'm always gonna need lotion. That's just what it is. But hopefully this video helps someone who is like, maybe they just got diagnosed and they're confused, like, why am I feeling like this? Like, at this point, feeling like this has become my normal. Feeling sometimes confused or like memory loss. Like sometimes I'll dead be talking and then boom, like I completely forget what I was saying, like out of nowhere. And if you do a little bit of research, then you know that hypothyroidism can affect memory. It gives us like brain farts. Like we're just like, wait, what was I doing? Like midway of doing what you're doing, you completely forget. My kids think it's funny, but yeah, hopefully this can help somebody who is just looking for somebody who's just like, okay, I can't be the only one dealing with this. Like, because I've searched YouTube, and so yeah, you come across a lot of videos that are like, yeah, I lost like 30 pounds and I have hypothyroidism, I have Hashimoto's. But I was just looking for somebody to sit down and be like, look, this is what I'm going through. And yes, I lost weight because I've changed my eating habits. But not all about the weight. Like, you just want mental clarity sometimes. You just want to feel normal sometimes. And like I said, it can be a battle. Some days I wake up and I'm great. Some days I wake up and I don't want to get out of bed. I want to sleep all day. And thankfully, I have a family. I have a husband who, when I just can't get out of bed, every once in a while, he's like, just sleep. Just sleep. And I can sleep all day, wake up, and still be tired. Coffee, Red Bull, whatever it is, caffeine, drink, because it doesn't really help for the long run. It helps at that moment, but that's about it. So I've rambled long enough, but I wanted to go ahead and put this video out so that someone who may need it can know that they're not alone. Like, hypothyroidism affects thousands of people, and some people just don't know it because doctors don't look for it right off bat. So if you like this video, I guess give it a thumbs up, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.